everyone, this is Josie Saint-Ami. I hope everyone is doing okay. I'd like to welcome you to the COVID-19 Chronicles. For those of you that don't know me, I am an American that is living currently in Venice, Italy, and I have been asked by many people to just talk a little bit about my experience being here in Italy during this time. So I've decided to go ahead and use my platform to talk about this. Today, I would like to talk a little bit about, first of all, I'm hoping that everybody is, getting adjusted to the situation. I know that in the United States now that things are being on lockdown, and there are many, many different types of mandates that are coming into play. And I just hope that everyone is taking this very, very seriously. And I think that that's the thing that I'd like to talk about today, because it is a process, as I had mentioned before. Those of you that did see my video before, I talked about the change and how important it is to just try to go with the change. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about being prepared. And so before I start, I'd like to go ahead and start with the text. It's in Matthew 13, verses 33 through 37, and I'll read it. It says, "Take heed and keep on alert, for you do not know when the appointed time will come. It's like a man away on a journey who, upon leaving the house, put his slaves in charge, assigning to each one a task, also commanding the doorkeeper to stay on the alert. Therefore, be on the alert, for you do not know when the master of the house is coming, whether in the evening at night, whether in the evening at midnight, or whether the rooster crows or in the morning. In any case, he should come suddenly and find you asleep. What I say to you, I say, be on the alert." And so basically, I think it's important for us to be prepared. Now, when I speak about being prepared, I'm not just talking about the obvious. And the obvious is really, making sure we're well stocked, well stocked, make sure that we have everything that we need as far as food is concerned, and toilet paper, which I heard is the big thing now that people are looking for and still looking for. But I'm also talking about getting yourself prepared. What I mean when I say that is this. A lot of times people don't necessarily accept what is going on, and so they take it to be something that it may not be, or they start to do one extreme to the other. Maybe someone is overly prepared or trying to just gather so much food, as we can see that there's so many people that are hoarding, unfortunately. Remember, we have to think about one another, and that's something that's very important. And two, also, there's some people that are a little bit lackadaisical. They like, okay, you know what, this is really, I think they're exaggerating, the media's exaggerating. What I tell you to do, or what I think that someone should do, especially because I'm living the same situation. Today actually is 1 month since all of this chaos started, and I've been quarantined. This is like a month that we've been in the house. I've been in the house under these circumstances, and every single day something changes. So you have to be prepared. Remember, we talked about change. You have to be prepared to do your part. What that basically means is prepared to take responsibility for yourself and as well as for others. Okay? So that may mean that you go outside and you put on some gloves and you put on a mask. Now, you may go outside and do that, and everybody else isn't doing that. Okay? They may look at you kind of strange, but that's okay. Let them go ahead and look at you that way, because trust me and believe me, there's going to come a time when everyone is going to have to do that. Why do I know? Because the same thing happened to me. When this really started to get serious, I started early. I went ahead and put on my gloves. I went ahead and put on my mask. I did what I could to prevent myself from becoming sick. And, I'm hoping that has been working so far, of course, with the grace of God. But I remember when I was going around, people were kind of looking at me like, okay. And I saw people with nothing. As time went on, this started to become more serious, and people started wearing their gloves and their masks. But even the other day, I was going to the grocery store. I had to wait in line because we had to take a number in order to get into the grocery store. And there were people there with all this pandemonium going on that had no masks or they had no gloves. Still going into the grocery store, which is, they try to let only a few people in at a time. And these people are walking around touching things without any protection. So what am I saying to you? I'm saying, please do your part, whatever that is. Prepare yourself. Remember that, we're not just taking care of ourselves, but we're taking care of our neighbors, which is what we're supposed to do. As the Bible tells us, do unto others as you would want someone to do unto you. And that we need to really, really take this thing seriously. People are passing and dying every day here in Italy. But there are people that are also doing better because they took precautions right away. So I just would like to encourage everyone to be prepared in every sense of the way. And of course, spiritually, make sure you're reading, make sure you're encouraged, uplifting. I know that the news can be very, very, very depressing. But of course, it's important to know what's going on. But keep yourself upbeat. Upbeat. Keep, reading the Bible. Do things that you have not had the opportunity to do if you were at work at this time or at school. And, we have to be positive, we have to trust, and we have to be at peace with ourselves. And of course, as much as we can with the situation. But please be prepared. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. It doesn't what your neighbor thinks. Whoever, you do what you need to do to take care of yourself. So I hope that this tip helps you today. And I just wanted to tell you to stay encouraged. And I'm trying to do the same here. And thank you so much for your time. God bless you.